We're not supposed to open up a truck and see stacks of bodies in there.
A gruesome discovery. Close to 4 dozen migrants found dead inside a tractor trailer in Texas. What we know about this case of human smuggling and how it was found.
Plus, court ruling confusion. The unanswered questions after Arkansas criminalizes abortion in the state. And what it means for access to contraceptives.
The price of fireworks higher than it's been in years. What's causing it and how much more retailers are having to pay.
Another gorgeous day on tap, but it is going to get warmer later this week. We'll take a look at that forecast and a preview of your Independence Day weekend weather. More details on that straight ahead.
Now, Wake Up Central with Karen Fuller, Hayden Balgavi, and meteorologist Scott Covert.
Good morning, 6 a.m. on a gorgeous Tuesday morning. We decided to just come on outside.
It feels so good out here. We've got the, little pond. I call it the pond over here. I'd love to be able to just come outside. You can get some thinking done out here, Scott Covert. Relax.
The noise
it's nice.
is so soothing.
Yes.
Very tranquil. Most hot days this time of year, I want to get in the pond. Now, Tom hates it when I get in the pond. Not a big fan of it.
Yeah.
But we don't need to do that today. It feels wonderful. You got that nice breeze coming in out of the northeast, low temperatures, low humidity. What's there to complain about?
You can feel the breeze, you can hear the breeze a little bit. It's just nice.
And this breeze is cooler.
That's
No,
great.
It's not one that sucks in the face. So
That's right.
You've got to get outside, folks. It's so beautiful.
Good day to do it. Temperatures, unfortunately, are going to get warmer later in the week. The humidity, it's also going to be returning as well. Here's a look at what's happening off towards the east. A gorgeous sunrise courtesy of our View 11. That's our camera that sits on top of the Simmons Bank Tower in downtown Little Rock. You're going to see lots of that sunshine in today's forecast. Now, currently outside, it's 61 in Conway, 67 in Little Rock. We're down to 59 in Russellville this morning. You find a few 50s in northern Arkansas as well. All in all, pretty comfortable out there. Most of us are clear. We do have a few clouds passing through northern Arkansas and a couple of stray showers falling in far northwestern Arkansas and Benton County. We're going to be dry today with a high of 86 degrees. Mild temperatures most of the day, low humidity, lots of that sunshine. That breeze will be with us as well. Here's what we're going to be breaking down coming up in a few moments. Tomorrow's weather, pretty nice, slightly warmer. Those temperatures gradually warming up as we go into the second half of the week, with humidity returning this weekend and a chance of rain that could potentially impact your Independence Day plans. We'll take a look at that forecast for you coming right up.
It's tragic. You know, there are that we know of 46 individuals who are no longer with us, who had families, who were likely trying to find a better life.
That was San Antonio's mayor answering questions after at least 46 migrants were found dead in a semi-truck in San Antonio last night.
And developing this morning, 3 people are now in custody, though police say it's not yet clear how connected they are or if they're connected with the event. Ken Molestina has more.
San Antonio police say a city worker helped uncover the gruesome scene after hearing a cry for help near a tractor trailer on a remote back road. Officers say the worker looked inside the trailer and found a number of dead bodies.
We have processed approximately 46 bodies that have been triaged and tagged and declared deceased at this time. We're not supposed to open up a truck and see stacks of bodies in there. None of us come to work imagining that.
The incident appears to be the latest and one of the deadliest in decades, involving people trying to cross the border from Mexico.
The plight of migrants seeking refuge is always a humanitarian crisis, but tonight we are dealing with a horrific human tragedy.
4 children were among 16 people rescued and taken to area hospitals with heat-related injuries. Authorities say they were hot to the touch and dehydrated with no signs of water in the trailer.
If it's 100 outside, it goes for about 125 degrees inside without water, without air, without nothing. It's ridiculous. I just can't understand how drivers can do that.
Police say they may conduct another canine search in the nearby woods today just to be sure there are no additional bodies. Ken Molestina, CBS News, San Antonio, Texas.
There is new information we're learning this morning on a deadly shooting between North Little Rock police officers and a suspect that happened over the weekend. Saturday night, officers responded to a domestic disturbance call on Donahue Drive. It led to an hours-long standoff trying to make contact with the suspect, 66-year-old Arlen Bates. After several failed attempts, SWAT and K-9 officers went in. Bates began shooting, hitting an officer and a K-9. Officers then returned fire, shooting Bates, who later died from his injuries. The name of the injured officer has not been released just yet. The officer was treated for minor injuries. The K-9, though, not quite as fortunate.
He caught one in the front leg, and that's probably going to be a career-ending injury for him. So we're getting updates as we go with the vet taking care of him. And so most likely he's going to be retired when all this is said and done.
3 officers are now on administrative leave pending the investigation. The funeral of a Perry County correctional officer shot and killed last week is set to take place later today. 21-year-old officer Jeremiah Story was shot by an inmate being booked into the county jail late Wednesday night. State police say it happened while the inmate was changing clothes in the bathroom. The state police are investigating how this man, the suspect, 37-year-old Roderick Deshaun Lewis, got a pistol into the jail. He's facing a charge of capital murder, punishable by death or life in prison.
The man and young woman accused of kidnapping a Hot Springs teenager are now facing federal charges this morning. A grand jury handed up indictments for Sam Bowling and De La Ferrer for kidnapping and conspiracy last week. After a hearing Tuesday, a trial has been set for August 29th. The pair are now in federal custody and no longer in the Garland County Jail. Since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, much like Arkansas, other states are having to face serious questions about what their trigger laws do and do not allow. Now, in some states, judges have blocked these laws or parts of them from taking effect to give them enough time to hold trials and issue rulings on key questions. Now, this landmark decision will have impacts for months and even years to come.
Since Arkansas is one of the states with the trigger law, we're already seeing the changes here. Wake Up Central's Ashley Godwin sits down with the dean from UALR's Bowen Law School to give us a clearer look at what Arkansans can expect.
And so this Dobbs case opens up them to the same sort of challenge that the court got it wrong the first time.
Now that the Supreme Court has overturned Roe v. Wade, states now have the power to decide if abortion will be legal within their borders. While this ruling did not directly change any other precedents, it does open the door for new challenges.
Right now, women still have access to Plan B contraception, or sometimes called morning after pills. But there has been a move among anti-abortion people to classify those as abortion drugs.
We're in legally uncharted territory, according to John DePippa, UALR's Bowen Law School Dean Emeritus. There are now unanswered questions about whether it's legal to cross state lines to get an abortion or have mail-order prescriptions delivered to your home from another state.
Then the question becomes, can a state regulate interstate travel that way?
Under federal law, state-to-state commerce is something only Congress can regulate. The states can't make their own rules, but with a shift in power on Capitol Hill, federal lawmakers could.
If states prevent people from accessing information or drugs through the mail, then the question is, does that burden commerce? Even so, Congress could legislate to prevent states from doing that, but Congress could also legislate to allow states.
On Sunday, Governor Asa Hutchinson addressed the issue of contraceptive access in Arkansas.
And so in Arkansas, the right to contraception is important. It's recognized. It's not going to be touched. And that's the outcome here.
In Little Rock, Ashley Godwin, THV 11 News.
In 2015, Governor Hutchinson signed a law that prohibits Arkansas doctors from prescribing abortion pills via telemedicine visits.
If you're looking to buy any fireworks, perhaps today, you may be shocked by the price. Inflation is hitting consumer fireworks just as it has so many other products. Some fireworks vendors say some of the stock they get from overseas has gone up by more than 250%. Supply chain problems, of course, started during the pandemic. Public fireworks displays have been shut down over the pandemic, so millions of Americans bought their own for their backyard celebrations. And that huge demand led to shortages of certain fireworks at some retailers over the past couple of years. And now the July 4th holiday, less than a week away, and Central Arkansas is already planning a number of events across the area. In Hot Springs, the annual Independence Day fireworks will be held Sunday at 9 on Lake Hamilton. Then in Little Rock, Pops on the River will be held on Monday. The festivities in the River Market from 3 to 11 p.m. If you're in Conway, you can celebrate the 4th on Monday at Freedom Fest Conway. The fireworks there are planned for 9:15 Monday night. Now, of course, this is just 3 of the events going on. And if you'd like to see a full list of 4th of July events, all you have to do is text the word fireworks to our number 501-376-1111.
All right, Scott, what's the one thing we need to know about the weather today?
It's going to be just as pleasant as it was yesterday. If you like the weather, then you're going to love today's forecast. 86 across the metro. Lots of sunshine out there, low humidity. Enjoy all you can. You know, we don't get nice things like this often. It's going to warm back up. The humidity is going to be increasing, and chances of rain could be in your weekend forecast. Details coming right up.
Also, still ahead on Wake Up Central, after decades of serving the needs of others, we will introduce you to one organization who now needs help themselves.
The time is now 6:11. What a gorgeous sunrise for you as we look over the Arkansas River. Wake Up Central is back after a break.